Hey Smart Cookies, it's Sandra. Thanks for watching today's video. You're already making momentum with your money just by clicking on this video, and I love that. So make sure you give yourself a good pat on the back for that one. Okay, but here's the deal, right? We're all here, we're all Smart Cookies because we want to get smarter with our money. We want to make savvy choices. We want to make more money, save more money, ditch that debt is the vein of our existence. We all agree that's why we're here. But finding the time to sift through all the information can be so overwhelming, can't it? I mean, from the stacks of books to TV shows we can watch, there's no shortage of information. That certainly is not the problem. But if you're like me, you might buy personal finance books. This is Tony Robbins' new book, Money Mastering the Game. And I've had it literally sitting on my bedside table for over a year. I got it 2 Christmases ago, and I just opened it last night. I'm happy to report it's awesome, but the reality is our lives are just so busy. So I have been loving podcasts lately. So I wanted to share some of my favorite podcasts, and the best thing about them is you can listen on the go. Some of them are short and sweet. Others dive into deeper conversations, but the best part is you can put them on your, have them on your phone and listen to them while you're in the car or out for a walk, and they can really just fit in our lifestyle, which we know can sometimes be the best way to learn about money. Okay, so let's dive in. The first one that I want to talk about is by Farnoosh Torabi, and her podcast is called So Money, and it really is so money. Farnoosh Torabi, if you don't follow her, I'm sure you may have seen her on the Today Show. She's an award-winning journalist. She's also a host of CNBC's new show called Follow the Leader, which is phenomenal. So Farnoosh really dives deep into personal finance and gives really great resources and inspiration. It has amazing interviews. So Farnoosh Torabi, her So Money podcast, you don't want to miss that one. And speaking of incredible women in personal finance, Jean Shatsky just launched her own podcast. It is called Her Money, which I love. Jean is the financial editor on the Today Show. She has a ton of books. We were on Oprah with her, and she was the one who introduced us to her literary agent after we were on the show, and really the whole Smart Cookie story and everything we've been able to do in building this awesome Smart Cookie community is really because of her. She is absolutely phenomenal. And the best part about Jean is she's so smart. She has a ton of information, but she's also really compassionate and funny. So the way she dives into money is just so spectacular. So check out her podcast. It is called Her Money. Now, these next two, you might not think of as personal finance podcasts, but I absorb so much from them in terms of entrepreneurship and just living life with intention. And yes, at the end of the day, money. So the first one I have to mention is by Amy Porterfield. So Amy Porterfield, if you have any business that has any kind of online presence and you market online, could be your direct marketing company, could be a course that you've just started or a blog that you're diving into, you've got to check out Amy Porterfield's podcast. Someone recommended that I listen to it about a year ago, and I ended up downloading one of her episodes on a trip to Toronto on the airplane, and my heart was racing listening to it. It's just so practical and really easy to implement, and the way Amy talks about things that can be really complicated in the world of online marketing are so easy, and she really makes it easy to understand how you can make serious money online. And this isn't hypey, weird stuff. It's actual stuff that you can use and implement. It's really cool. The last one I want to share with you is called The Lively Show. So Jess Lively is this beautiful soul who has a whole podcast now dedicated to women really living with intention. Her style, the way she speaks about things, she does talk about business and personal finance sometimes, but it's more about just life in general and living with intent. But we know when we do that with our life, certainly our bank account reaps those benefits as well. And she's adorable. I have a complete girl crush on her. So you want to check out The Lively Show as well. Now, speaking of girl crushes, if you haven't yet signed up for my free call with Sarah Jenks next week, you've got to do it. So Sarah and I are going to be talking about 2 things, our health and our bodies, and our money. So why diets and budgets just don't work. We know we've tried it. We know we tried to make peace with our bodies and our health by depriving ourselves, and it doesn't work. And the same goes for money. the best thing about Sarah, speaking of girl crushes, is she's absolutely gorgeous. She really embodies this whole idea of living life to its fullest, and in that process, the weight drops off and the health increases. She's helped thousands of women, and the way that she has conversations is just like we do in Smart Cookies. Really real, really deep. We're going to dive into the good stuff right off the bat. So again, it's totally free, and it's happening on May 31st. It will be recorded, but you have to sign up to grab that recording. The link is below, so make sure you sign up. It's going to be an awesome time. And if you have any girlfriends who you think would love it, this is possibly the coolest thing that we've done a long time in Smart Cookies in terms of just being a great place for girlfriends to come together and have a really open and honest conversation. I'm going to practice my speaking before jumping on the call. So make sure that you reserve your spot, forward the invitation on. I really hope to see you there. And I hope that this information about the podcast that you can really listen to on the go, that are really going to help in terms of giving you inspiration, but also really practical, helpful tips and insight. As always, we can always connect on Instagram and on Facebook as well. I'd love to hear about how your week is going. And until then, I will see you very soon. Bye for now.